As we talked last lecture, there are some nice point in App Inventor, and also you had one task to tell me about the App Inventor facility and merit and demerit part that we will talk regarding that 3 points also. But anyway, today we are going to really start the application with this nice uh, software that they made. There are something that people know it as the App Inventor advantage. One is that it's under web software for mobile application, and somehow even there is some exe file that you can install it. And today we will review. But so many of the users and most of the users um, are try to use it as the web or under the web. Then, if we use it with the web facility, it's no need for any installation or any heavy and complex file. And another thing is that, as well as Android, it can support the iOS systems, as we talked last week, and it's independent on any coding language. As you know, it's based on the Scratch language programming, which is the block type of the programming, and even small children can do that. But remember some point that there are some part for this software that you can also add the Java coding inside of that. It means that for the advanced programming, they provide the Java option, very advanced one. But for the intermediate and mediate in and a middle stage or middle level programming, no need to start with any programming language. Um, okay, now let's start for installing the App Inventor and how we can do the setup. There is two options for do that. Part one, you can install the App Inventor software package. With this step is same as for all Android device and the same for XP Vista 7 and 10, which I will not advise you to do it. Even I test for the update one last night and yesterday, but again, there was some problem or there was some, we can say, some system confliction between them. And another one is that you can use the USB cable to transfer the Windows driver for Android phone, and it's not necessary if to choose the Wi-Fi. But then, if we want to speak regarding installation of pure software at that, there is some link on the Google one, which I bring the link here, and you can locate it. It's about 92 MB file, and you can install it on your PC, then open it, and then location of the software should not change, and you can run through that. I tried so many times, but that was not much more successful, friendly speaking. And I'm not advise any of you to do that on your PC. Uh, the third method is much more better. But now, if you want to follow, you can use the after downloading the link. It's very simple. Save as, run the exe file, and then next. And then after that, it's going and installing the software on your PC, and then install, finish. That much easy. But there are some point, as I tell you, that somehow it will not work, or sometimes it's very um, totally, we can say, it didn't show the much more good performance. And as I read from the user comment also, they said that they advise not to go for this option. Then what we should do, we should use the another method that we will discuss. First point. Second thing is that Uh, I think it's very nice because they have done one nice thing in China. And the Chinese version of this software come to the picture. It has the English language. No need to uh, write with the Chinese language one. Even I use that version. It's from the Professor Yang from China University of Technology, and it's based on the MIT App Inventor. And it's run independently and provide the free service for anyone. It's very good. Server and network are supported by Guangdong province, key laboratory of the computer network, and have nothing to do with the other institute and individual outside the school. App to Inverter is also uh, has a file which they have the format of .ai. Then if you have some conflict between the artificial intelligence file and that, remember that the app inverter 2 has the format file of AI. Anyway, let us continue uh, for the next one. This AI is a visual Android application production platform, which a user can use the browser to open the AI platform website or app inventor. WXBit, something like that, WXBit. This is the Chinese version, and it's abbreviation of the that which provide the route map and location, Baidu voice, and recognition FTP client and other components. And it can support the multi-touch dynamic creation of components and common event. Means that from the software point of view, this Chinese version is also it's complete. It can work. If the user has the Scratch experience, then there is no obstacle for this AI part. Even if you don't have the Scratch programming experience, it's very simple. Today you will see and you will enjoy. AI and Scratch both use the block to implement the building block, and it's just drag programming. And AI partner, a real-time debugging tool provided by AI platform, can connect and debug Android application in real time through AI connection code after installation of that. Okay, how we should start? Very simple. There is the link appwxb.com login. You can copy paste this and just run it on your browser, and then you can run it. How we will do? Today I bring the demo for you. You can easily enter, and also I will describe it for you how to do this job with the help of AI program. Um, anyway, if then we want to start with the web, which is the I think the better option to running this software, you should remember that your mobile phone and your computer should be in the same Wi-Fi. This is the first point. Second thing is that for scanning any QR, anything on your mobile phone, WeChat is completely okay. QQ is also one key. Then if you don't have QQ, means that on your mobile, I think most of you should have that. Then most of the installation part is finished. You can easily use QQ. I will teach you today how to do it, and then you can run this system. Anyway, user can access also by appinverter.mit.edu, and then for the better, it's for the login part. This Chinese version WXBit is more convenient for us to run the um, web page. If you do this exactly, this is the complete URL that you can use. You can maybe write it down, or first one, when you run it on your browser, you will see that this logo will come to picture, means that this panda one, and then there is one QQ option. You can click this QQ option, then one QR will be generated, and just scan this QR with your mobile phone. If you do that QR scanning, first one verification will happen, and after that, it's going inside your uh, web page, and after some configuration like this WXB, and then because my previous screen was not updated, first it will update it. That was some 6-7 months that I didn't use this software, and then it's make it on, and then just jump inside the uh, WXP program. Now let us see one demo that I provide with the help of this software. As you see on the Google, just I search app.wxp, and then here you will see that this logo will come to picture. I've done, I press the QQ, and then it's going to verify. After verification, it's simple. It's enter inside my uh, App Inventor software, and now very simple job. If you want to start a program, because everything is in language now, is in English language, you can put my project or start new project. It's going to run and create a file, and this uh, screen will come to picture for you. Let us see some part from this screen, and then I will describe for you much more. And our job is today just see some part from this and make the first app. You can see here we have various parts as the user interface, palette, I don't know, media, layout, and different things that we have in the left side. Then in the middle part, we have my project, gallery, and library, and all. We have some setting in the right side. That is the first window, which we call it designer, and another one is the blocks, which that scratch concept will come through this blocks part. And you can see that from the block, the facility of these blocks, there is various one, control, logo, and all, which we will see slowly with uh, whole this semester. We will review all this part. Then that is the overall view for our app inventor. Before again I show you the live um, demonstration on that, let us again have a better look with some fix. Yes, let me see. Okay, let us see once more. Suppose how we can run and implement more program on this software. I don't know how much it's visible from your side. Even slowly, I'm going to put this just this part of the movies in our mock system, and I create the movie for that. Don't worry, you can see it, and it's very simple that you can analyze it very fast. Okay, just hold on, please. But please have a look. If you see this picture, we have some critical part or some division in our uh, software, which may help us to create the app in the proper way. Okay, I think. Oh, okay. It's stop my PowerPoint. Maybe the file is become very bulky. Just hold on. Again, I will restart the PowerPoint. Yes. Okay. This I don't need. Let us see the part which we have in our app inventor. And then again, um, I will run the system. See, in the app inventor, you have, we can say, 4 or 5 critical or main division. First is palette, which you can find your components and drag them to the viewer. Just remember one thing. For this application, for this programming and making the application, or also we have the same on the app and Android um, Studio or Eclipse also, you have 2 parts. One is that the window that we can call it designer one or designer button, which you will furnish for the user to see. It can have lots of components, something like picture. It can have some keys, button, and something like that. This is something as the front page that user just see. Whatever you will do in this page, this is something that user can see. And behind this screen, there is one part which we call it designer. In the designer, you in the block parts, these is the coding section that user will not see, and you can implement your logic there. You can put the logic based on what you want, and user will not access that. Remember this. Then in this designer button, you can select and arrange whatever you want. And in the block section or second screen, you will decide what is the role of each components that you put in the designer uh, section. First of all, remember that. Second thing is that for the person who wants to create the app, we should have one place that put the components there, and we call this viewer, which will have the components which we drag from the palettes, and the arrangement of the components in this part will help the programmer to have the some feeling like the mobile screen that he may get after app is finished. The second, or we can say four important section or last important part in the designer button is properties, which whatever part or whatever section that you will add in the designer section, you can change the color, you can change the size, you can change the height, you can add the files, whatever things that which related to the components add inside the viewer, you can uh, tune in the properties section. First, remember this thing. Um, I made this table based on some experience that I have with App Inventor. Suppose in palette type, we have user interface, which is add some tools like bottom, and we have layout, which to arrange the app space and editor style of the UI, means user interface. We have media, which achieve the videos and voice for the app. Source sensors we have, which you can add some sensors to control. Drawing and animation,
Rashid,
storage, connectivity, artificial intelligence, and enhancement, social and extension. Yes, please. Is there any problem?
sir, can we use this in offline?
No, no. This is the facility of this program that you should use it in just online. Okay. You
Rashid,
need the good.
if I install the package and install in my device, then is it possible to use offline?
I tell you that for this software, you need to be online. You should have the
Okay.
good connection. You can have you. There is some offline facility for that, but the big but is that my experience show that at least this Chinese version is not working much more good with offline method. Then it's better to
Okay.
have the internet connection. Okay.
Okay, Rashid. Yes, sir.
Uh, and also we have some extension which you can add the extension part. These are the palette section from one side. That was the designer part. Then for the block button, it's also we have some part that we will see. First is built-in draws, which you can find the blocks for general behavior you may want to add to your app and drag them. It's very simple. Some component specific like find blocks for behavior for the specific components. Um, Here you can see the blocks that they put, and there is some semi-diagnostic problem or you part with here. We can say that how many error you have. We will test this. Then, as you see here, we have two windows. One is the user interface, another one is the block part. Then, what I want to show you now, uh, I want to show you the real, what we can say, some online demo that how we can start it. Then you can also enjoy the programming. From today, you can start and see. Uh, Let me just go back. Okay, here. Um, Please see the step that I will follow. Even I put on the video, and soon we will share on the mock as the practical section. But because today you need this part, uh, yes, screen. Can you see my screen, please? Yes, I think you should see it now.
Yes, sir. Now,
Okay. See, paste this app.wxb.com login. If I do that, this Panda form will come to picture. And from here, there is one QQ option that I press. And if I do that, it's going to verify me with the help of QQ. You know that in QQ, there is one login option. On the right side, there is one plus that you can scan this QR. Simply now I scan it. You see that it's verify me. Then again in the QQ I give the permission with my mobile phone that it will be sure that it's me. Now it's verified. See, it's going inside the web. There is no installation. No need to do that. And see that this program will come to picture. This is now your software. Whatever you can have on your PC. See that if you want to access the project, just you will press the My Project. There is some gallery part which has the various previous program that people use. You also can send your output program here. There is some support which is related to QQ part. There is some English and Chinese option here that Chinese friend can use the Chinese one. English one can use the pure English one. And then from the project part, which is here, there is some nice option like my project, start new project, import. AII means that the program that you run and saved on your computer before, okay? You can export and select a program from your computer. You can export all projects that you have, import the key store, export, delete, like that you can do. Even here on your first one, you can add or delete any project. And finally, you can also publish to the gallery part. One point that I should give you here is that here in the first menu, you can just have 8 programs. Then if we had more than 8, no problem. Just save your project into IAI1 and then delete from this page. Means that keep it on your computer. No need to come and run it here. Let us start one project, one simple project here. You will see after do the start new project, I will put test 01 as the name. It's going to run and um, upload. Okay, very simple. The first page will come to picture. Here, if you see, this is my screen 1, means that page number 1 from your mobile phone. What we will do that we will go how to create the screen later, but it's very simple. Here you can add a screen like this. If you want to have a screen 2, a screen 4, a screen 6, simply you can do and work on that. Now our job is just that we should make one screen and work on that screen part. Okay. Let us see, let us browse what we can do. Suppose we can add some scroll on our page. It can go up and down. We can change the background color, suppose to yellow, as you will see here, or make it red, or make it, I don't know, white one, or put nothing for that. You can change the screen orientation behind portrait or any other option. You can play with that. You can accent color. Primary color you can change. Means that at the top you can make it suppose red. And nice thing is that the name is screen 1. You can change it suppose to JXUST and see that the page will be changed. Okay. And about this screen, suppose we can say this is the test. Simple. Then some alignment you can do on this page and some additional permission like that, which now we are not work on that. This is the preparing for the first page. Now let us see what we have in interface. Suppose think that we want to add some text box here. Simple. We will go to text box, take it, put it here. Okay. What we want to write in this text box, suppose we want to say, "Hi, how are you?" See, it's simply add here. And then suppose we want to change the background of that, or suppose font style even you can change. But here we want to change the color. See, you can change the height and weight. Suppose I want to make it bigger, something like that, this box. And font size, suppose I want to make it as 20. You can see it's bigger. Text color, I want to make it, suppose, red. Um, and multi-line font, I want to make it bold, italic. Font type, I say background, I want to make it none. Then you see that it's not visible. From the background means that this now we have some part that it's just written on our app. No need for any border. You don't have the border. It's okay. This is one. And then suppose I want to add some bottom one, bottom two. See, simply I can do bottom three. Okay, I can easily put that. And then another one is that I want to put the image. Yes, I put the logo of image here, but now I should do something here. What is that? Suppose I want to make the picture for that. How we will do? Just go to the properties part, whatever components you have first, then you should arrange for the properties. I will go and then add one photo. Suppose what I prepare, uh, I prepare, yes, maybe we can use this. The photo that we use on our DIP lecture. Just select it and hold on till the time it's loaded. Now it's load. See? But thing is that now the size of this photo is not tuned. What should I do? We can go for the width and percentage. Suppose if I do 25 for the width, it's become good. For the height I should work actually. I should do 25. Even you can tune for the pixels and that. I think this image was not good. Let me change the image with some, because that was very big, Um, maybe it's not, that was not much more have the sense for you to learn that. Let me select one more photo that even I use on my app, that something like this maybe help us better. Let us see. Wait, okay, it's come. Height I will put as 50. Yes, it should work. Like this, very simple. Bottom one, bottom two, bottom three. If we want to make them in the row, uh, I will tell you, but not now. It's very simple. What else we can do? Suppose some radio bottom. I want to put it here. You see that. Now it's not come in front, but there is some trick how to do that. Suppose if we want some horizontal slide butter or vertical one, what we can do? Yes, we can do it here. Okay. Uh, color picker or timer picker, something like that. Date picker, suppose here I will put the date picker like that. And then you will see that again you can do the properties here. It's nice. This is the first image. It's in the designer. What about in the blocks? Simple. Just press the block part. Now you will see. But you should remember which components you have. Suppose for the control, okay? First, you will suppose select the bottom one and then go for the control. It's a, see here, control, logic, math, text, colors. It's exactly like a game. See, you can use. Suppose for the bottom, I said that when I click it, when I do the line click, when I touch up, when I touch moving, so many facility I have here. Okay. Or for the bottom three, same. For the image, and then suppose control image, you will see that. Call image one, set. We will work on all, okay? And we can do the setting on that. Let us see one project that I have done as the first application here. Between that, we can, I think, we can just do the attendance here because time is a little bit more. And then again, come back for that. I will give you 5 minutes rest and come back. Just have this in your mind. Uh, I will cancel the sharing now. And yes, I think this environment is very simple because uh, you have previous work with such this environment and little bit they wanted to have some standard for app inventor environment, but there is some points that if you just know that you can 100% finish even this app inventor in one day, but we have planned for that for this. And from today, we will start to generate our own application. Um, Please remember that this course, especially for this, it's a little bit different than our DIP part. In DIP, we say some theoretical and then we do some practical job, like last lecture that we have. But here, more I will give you the more practical part, and then I want you to become creative, especially for this app. But your level of creativity is different than suppose children now. Now you have some experience with the applications. Okay, try, my friend, to make the standard application. What is that? A standard application. One day or maybe next lecture, I will talk with you. What is a standard application? Which feature we should have? First lecture, I give you some talk regarding that, but more we will talk. A standard application, a standard format, a standard font, a standard font size. These are some concern that now you should learn as the technical person. Okay. You are the developer. You are the person and thousands, millions of people should use it. Then from this first lecture, please obey some rules that make your application more interactive, more interesting, and try to find some creative uh, section or creative solution for your application. You should make it interesting. One more thing that I want to give you. In this App Inventor, if you see the web page, that I advise you please have a look on that web page. Year by year, there is some match. Maybe for the next match we can have the team and attend that, okay, or maybe not, but you can see other person's application also. Suppose first team for this year, who was the winner, what they invested, to just I want feedback from Roy that can I start the lecture or not, and then we can continue for our first application. Roy, if it's ready, please give me the ping that. Okay, thank you. Anyway, this screen you saw, and we already work in that. This is the first node that we will enter in Android Inventor application, and the part already we saw. But let us make is very simple. In the App Inventor, it's a little bit like the habit that when they want to teach App Inventor, they will start from HelloCodi. I will teach you HelloCodi, but at the end, I will not implement that. I implement the application based on my own willing, and I will not follow it, but I will teach you now how to do. You know that from the palette far, we had the bottom checkbox and various things which we can put that. Then, I mean, in the UI section or in the designer screen. From this palette to implement the HelloCodi, you can or you should initially select the part that we need. In HelloCodi, you have one bottom. Okay, then we will select the bottom, put it inside our uh, designer section. As you will see, I put it here. And then the components that I put, name is bottom one, which in the properties section, I can change the properties of that. Simple. Suppose I want to change the color of this button. I want to change the size of this button. I want to um, uh, change the font size. I want to change the color of font size. All these we saw already. We can change these properties into from the properties windows first. Second job in the HelloCodi project, after putting that, suppose they want to load the file and insert the picture for that, then simply they can go for the source section, then select the picture as I show you, any picture that user wants, which here they will add the App Inventor logo for that, and then upload from there, from uh, if you see the number 2 section here, they upload the file there, choose the file, and put it in the screen. Here, they want to change the text properties of that. So, suppose if they don't want to put anything on the text on the button, simply they can remove that and or make it blank. Then there is no writing on over the image. Then what will happen? Okay. Is it
Looks
on?
working. Now it's working.
Okay, it's okay. Yes. I don't know what will happen today. Anyway, as I say in HelloCodi, we have the application, which is that when you press the button, you should generate some sound, any sound on your mobile phone. Please mute your.
Shahid.
Okay. Then in this application, when you press the button, you should generate the sound. And when you don't touch that button, it should not generate any sound. It's like that. Then with this, we need one button that simply we can select it from palette. And then, as you saw, you can change the properties for the for this. Uh, for this button. But suppose we want to change the color, we want to change the font, we should change the size, or some option like that. We can change through the properties as the second. And uh, then after adding this part, suppose we want to add the photo on that, simply we can upload an image from whatever image that we want. Suppose this B they start to do with this HelloCodi, but we can add any pictures here and just upload it on the UI section. And suppose if they want to remove and come changing the text on that, simply in the properties part in the text section, they can remove and make it blank, and then they can add some label, which this label, font size, color, as well as text on that should change, and text color also. Simply they can add it on the image and it's finished. I think from here maybe it's disconnected. Now to add the sound, just they can go select the sound, put it on the screen, and then load the file. What point we have here is that please remember that default value for this interval time is 500 millisecond, which it's mentioned here, and the source file is the file that you want to add inside your screen. Then with these steps, very simple steps, the first part of your app is finished. What was that? First one was make the UI section ready. Now go for the next part as the block. And in the block, what you want, you wanted when person press the button, means that when button one click, what it should do, it should generate the sound. Then first select the button with this thread, and under this thread, select the sound part as play. Then something like this, when button one do call this sound. What other option we can do? We can make a stop, we can resume, we can pause, we can vibrate. Like that also we can do any of them. It's accessible here. And then it's finished. The first or more than half part of your project is finished now. Your UI section and making the app is it's finished. Now you should transfer it to your mobile phone. How you will do this job? They call it package. To make the package, you have two options. One is that you should go for both method. You should go for the build section, and in the build section, you can provide the QR, scan the QR, and then directly it will upload on your mobile phone. Remember, for person who are out of the China, this has some problem, will not work. Better option is that go for the second option, app save.apk to my computer, save your app, download it, and then with a USB cable or with share it or any connection between your computer and your mobile, transfer it to your computer. If you do that, then the app that you provide will transfer inside your mobile, and then you can have it very nicely. This is what I tell you. It will create in the method one the QR, and then by scanning the QR barcode, you can go there. Or the method that I will advise you, because it's much more safer, save your APK and then transfer it with any software in your uh, mobile. Before see what I made for myself to teach you uh, over there, HelloCodi, just review some key idea which is covered so far. You build the apps by selecting the components, and in then telling them what to do and when to do it. You use the desire to select the components and set each component's properties. Some components are visible and some are not. You can add media, sound, image to apps by uploading them from your computer. You use the blocks editor to assemble the blocks that define the computer's behavior. And when do blocks define events handler that tell uh, that tell the components what to do when something happened, and then call blocks tell components to do the things. This is the job till now we learn for the first app. Now see my app. Okay, as a person who have a little bit experience with this software, let us see what I have done personally. Okay, first I make my project. I put it JXUST, Jiangxi 01, make OK. Project is made. This is my screen, first screen. I put bottom number 1, and then bottom number 2, I think I put. I don't remember really what I think. Yes, made bottom number 2. Okay. Then I thought that I should change the name. Change bottom number 2 as a stop. Yeah. Change bottom number 1 as play. Okay. Simple. Then I thought that, okay, I need one image. I take the image icon, put it there, and then go for the picture source, select my own photo, something that I want, you do it with the university's logo as the task number 2. Then there was some issue with my computer, but I sorted simply because first time I didn't have much more idea which picture I should select. I select, yes, this one, then put it there. My photo, but the height was not proper. Then what I should do, I should go for properties, go for the yes, for the height. Pixel we can work, but I prefer to percentage. 50% is okay. Little bit it's small, but then I decide, okay, put it like that. Can we make it a little bit up? Yes, but it needs some more skill, not now. Don't worry, it will have the good shape on your mobile. Yes, I think I put 75 or 70. Yes, 70, I thought that it's better. Then as the next step for this, we need some sound. I go down to finding the sound. If you cannot find, simply on the search button at the top, you can also search. Yes, I have done sound, and then select the sound, put it on my screen. Any place is okay. I put it here. And then upload the file. This takes some time for my side because I wanted to have some good sound. But anyway, uh, this is my computer. Maybe you will not have it. From my computer, I have done some try and error. And then I found one sound. And then, okay, get it. Uh, Remember one error which has happened. Your name should be very short and small. Okay, suppose this little story sound It's okay. Just hold on to upload it. It depends on your internet service speed. But then you say okay, and then wait to be uploaded. I think I paused the Bandicam, but it's run finally. Yes, it's uploaded. Now my app is from UI section is finished. Now I should go for the block. Yes. In the block, I go for the bottom number one, drag it, put it there. And what I should do, I should work on the sound. Suppose I want block number one, play, block number two, stop. Then select the bottom number two, put it here. Yes, simple. Then take the sound, play, fix the thread. Yes, it's work. And stop also. Select, put it there, finish. Yes, the app part is finished. Now I should transfer in my computer. I go for the build, take the second option as the app, store on my computer download section as the app or app. Yes, save it. Now I should transfer to my computer. This can be by the USB cable, can be by share it or any other things. Okay, just I make another name for this program, and now my app is ready to transfer. Now, do you want to see my app? Yes. Okay, what I have done, I transfer it to my mobile phone. This is the screen of my mobile. And then after that, it's verified, load it, and install. After installing, it's become like that. See, this is from my mobile phone. Yes. After running that, yes, you will see that. When I run my app, it's come like that. Maybe you cannot hear the sound. Yes. Play, stop. Play, stop. See more? Yes, we have two options of play and stop. And simply we make our own first application. Very simple. See, very simple. After running that, this is the screen which I take from my mobile phone. Yes. Play, sound is coming, and stop. Like that. Okay, very simple. Now we will go for the second task for you. As you will see here, you should make your first application with JXUST logo. When we press the picture, you should sing the school song. You know that song, okay? And make the video from your assignment. Means that the PPT that you will send me should have the video, how it will work on your mobile phone, how it will work from your computer, like what I have done. I also will continue this job for all our lecture that you have the feeling of how to use that. And by the next lecture, I should receive your PPT, which include the clips and performance of your file. Then as much as you work, and I don't want any other option. Please don't add any part. Just logo of JXUT. When you press it, song is okay. When you leave, uh, means that press once more, it should stop the song. Just like that. Please don't add any part. But design inside your application, you can make it creative. Whatever you want to do inside of that. means that the color of that, the name of the project, whatever you want to do. But please don't add any option to this task. Okay, we have some aim. I wish you start to do this application job today because it's very simple and I think it's very interesting because if we want to make the app with Android Studio and do this job, at least it will take uh, 2 or 3 lecture to do the coding. But here, simply we can do that. Okay.